Alright, let me guess. You clicked on this video because you want to know if baby number 2 was a surprise. Human beings are so predictable. Anyways, but I am going to answer the question, okay? Just give me a minute. I'm trying to find something right now. Here we go. My plant food. So have you ever heard of Happy Happy Houseplant? It's a company that I came across a while ago, and she sells this plant food, and a bunch of my friends were like raving about it, and I'm a terrible plant mom. I'm a notorious plant serial killer. Like seriously, you don't even know. So I bought some, and I was like, no way is this gonna help. Oh my goodness, my plants have been going crazy, and I feel like less like a bad plant mom. Do you like my watering can? It used to be pink, and then I spray painted it black. Alright, so if you missed our announcement last week, we shared some fun news with you guys. We are expecting another baby in July, which is exciting. When you're watching this video, I will be 17 weeks. You know, every time I do this, it makes me feel like I've turned my houseplants into drug addicts. You know, me making this special water with a dropper full of green stuff. And I like to think about it like that, like I'm my plant's drug dealer, you know? Makes me feel wild. Anyways, let's talk about this. So like I said, we're 17 weeks along. So obviously I'm in my second trimester now. And so I'm guessing you all are kind of curious like what the first trimester looked like for me. And so I'm gonna share all of that. I might do that in like a separate video, I don't know. But today I wanted to share kind of a fun moment with you from the morning that I found out we were expecting. And yeah, I just want to talk about some pregnancy related things. I have a prenatal appointment this afternoon. I need to run and get groceries. Don't know if that's gonna happen. Don't really feel like it. But you know, adulthood isn't about doing things when you feel like it, am I right? So we'll see what this day actually holds. But yeah, I just wanted to like have a chat with you guys, hang out a little bit on a random, what is today? Thursday? I don't even know. So we're gonna go water my houseplants. They're kind of on the brink of death. I'm not gonna lie. So go do that. Hey mom, if you're watching this, can you just not watch this particular part because I'm gonna put your daughter and your future grandchild in extreme danger for a very small amount of time, so just maybe don't watch this. Can someone explain to me why there's a stepladder in the very next room but I insist on standing on a swivel bar stool? Okay, so while I water a few more of my plants, I'm going to share the video clip with you from the morning that I found out we were pregnant. So yeah, roll the tape. So, good morning. First of all, I'm sorry to show up looking like this. You can hear it in my voice. I literally just woke up. I just took the test, and I have to wait 3 minutes. Why do these 3 minutes feel like 10 minutes? I haven't looked at it. I'm gonna like show it to the camera first just in case like it is positive by some like bizarre turn of events, and then it'll be funny because technically you guys would know before me. Like not really, but like kind of. I'm not gonna let me figure out. Can you see that? Alright, look closely. I'm not looking at my screen right now, I promise. Can you see? I don't know if I'm holding it in the camera, but can you see? Alright, I'm gonna look. Are you ready? Okay. I'm sorry, what? Let's talk about this. So there's one line, very obviously. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up here. One line very obviously. And then there's this little dude. And he's very faint, but he's very there. I'm so excited. How am I gonna tell Daryl? Thank you for being here in this moment with me. It's kind of fun that it feels like I didn't do this by myself, although wow. How do you go about your day at this point? Like, it's gonna be a wild day here in my brain, so. Okay, so were we surprised with baby number 2? So here's the deal. We were surprised but not surprised because here's the thing. We had just decided that, you know, it would be fun to start thinking about having another baby, and God gave that to us very quickly. I hope that's not like TMI for you guys, but like that's the reality. We're all adults here, hopefully. I did want to say really quick that we are aware what a gift that is, because there are a lot of people that are very close to me that have struggled with infertility, and it's not a subject that I am detached from. My parents actually struggled for 7 years before they could have children. I've seen how hard it is firsthand. I just wanted to say really quick that, like, my husband and I are very aware of what a gift God has given us in being able to have children. And we do not take that for granted in any way. We honestly feel so blessed that God is growing our family and blessing us with more children. So I did want to just put that disclaimer out there really quick, and I wanted to just say that, like, don't think that we are taking this for granted. Don't think that we are disconnected from the infertility journey, because it is something that's really close to my heart, and I have seen people that I love very much struggle in that area, and at times it's easy to feel guilty for the gift that God has given us, and feel like we don't deserve the gift, when I've seen people that I love so much struggle in that area. We're not gonna do this. And I know it's not right to feel guilty, because yeah, God chooses different stories for each of us. Yeah, but some days it's hard to feel like we deserve this. But anyways, like I had started to say before I got completely sidetracked, we had just decided to start trying for baby number 2. We wanted Callan to have a sibling very close to his age. I grew up with a sibling close to my age. We hated each other at times, but we were best friends, and Daryl and I both want that for Callan. We want him to have a sibling very close to his age, and hopefully, Lord willing, they'll be best friends. But the shock on my face when I read the pregnancy test was simply because, A, for the rest of my life, anytime I get a positive pregnancy test, I'm going to be shocked. Just because, like, seeing that on a test is like, you can know you're pregnant, but then you see it on a test and it's just, like, so much more real. But also, because that was really fast. We are literally so excited. Can I just show you my snake plant? Okay, hang on. Look at this plant. That thing is going crazy. And look. Like, look at this. It's not focusing. See this? This is all brand new growth. This over here is all new growth. It's so exciting because on average, I am not a good plant mom, and this is exciting. Yes, I'm standing on my couch. Don't blame my mom, she did her best. Anyways, do you want to know what a pet peeve of mine is? Well, even if you don't want to know, I'm going to tell you. You know what I can't stand? When people refer to any baby of any kind as an accident baby. Here's how I feel about it. Sure, sometimes God's timing looks a little different than our timing, and it's easy for us to consider that an accident baby because it wasn't our plan. Granted, I am just saying in general, this baby was in no way not planned for. But I'm just saying as a whole. What I was saying is sometimes our timing looks different than God's timing, and people tend to refer to those babies as accident babies, and it just gets under my skin because, in my opinion, God's plan is never an accident. God's timing is never an accident. A baby is never an accident. And sometimes with our timing, it can feel inconvenient. It can feel like the wrong time, but it just is never an accident. That's how I honestly feel, and we're all entitled to opinions. You can disagree with me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't really like hearing when people say it was an accident, because, I mean, maybe you didn't mean for it to happen, but God did, and so therefore it's not an accident. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's go find more plants. Rescue from the brink of death, to be more correct. Okay, for just a moment, I'd like you to feast your eyes on this lovely fiddle leaf fig that I am entirely too proud of, and God really needs to humble me. My baby is so attracted to this plant, and I picked a hill to die on. You know, a very wise woman once told me, pick your battles and pick which hill you're gonna die on. And I picked one. I picked my houseplants because I really want to teach my children not to play in my houseplants because I want to have houseplants. And I could be that mom that just gives up and moves the houseplants, but my baby is very intelligent and he understands when I say no. And we've been learning to stay out of the plants. But this plant particularly, its utter beauty attracts my son so much. I mean daily does he play in this plant. Anyway, he ripped off an entire leaf the other day. It was very sad. I considered shedding some tears over the matter. Did I? You're never gonna know. So I have a new leaf coming up here. This one is still unwrapping because it's a brand new little leaf. So proud of my little leaf. So I would just like to point out that every single one of these 3.5 leaves are brand new. They are new leaves that I did not have on this plant when I bought it. There's my flex of the day. It's okay, you can hold the applause, it's fine. But my child ripped off half of this leaf the other day. Just pinched it right off. Moving on. Another question that I'm sure is burning in your brains is, how did I tell my husband? Well, short story short, I texted him, "You were right." I don't know how, but my husband has this crazy intuition thing where he knows I am pregnant before I know I'm pregnant. I mean, with Callan, he guessed it long before I did. And with this baby, he literally just started trying. As soon as I could take a test, he told me to take one. So I just took the pregnancy test. Anyway, he was right. So I literally just texted him, "You were right." And that's how we had a very sweet moment finding out that our second child was in existence. Wouldn't want it any other way, honestly. I don't know why, but Callan is still sleeping and he's been asleep for like almost 3 hours this morning. I think I'm gonna go wake him up. First of all, I miss him, and secondly, he's not supposed to be sleeping this long. It's gonna mess up his whole schedule for the day, so I think I'm gonna go get him up. Honestly, I love nap time, but I hate nap time. I always miss him so much when he's sleeping. He's like my little best friend, and he follows me around, and it's so fun. Guess what? Me and Callan just got the text that our favorite person is coming home on his lunch break. So I gotta make lunch. And I'm thinking homemade pizza. How does that sound? So let's make homemade pizza. I have a pizza crust recipe I'm gonna share with you. Good times. Do you wanna know what else is exciting about lunch besides homemade pizza? I'll tell you, Dr. Pepper. I have Dr. Pepper and we're gonna have it for lunch. So this pizza crust recipe is not originally my recipe. I got it from my mom, who got it from a friend. I think it's okay to share. Hopefully, because I'm sharing it. I'll put all of the measurements and stuff in the description box. So, yeah. Anyways, so the next question that I'm sure you're wondering is, am I showing? The answer is yes. I think I started showing a little bit earlier with this one than I did with Callan. I think I was at like 18 weeks before I showed with Callan. But yeah, I started showing around like 15 weeks with this baby, which is fun. But yeah, I am showing. All right, are you ready for the best sound in the world? Listen to this. Watch it be totally unsatisfying. Oh yes. Yes, please. Okay, Daryl had to go back to work now. I laid Callan down for his afternoon nap. So I'm actually working on my grocery list right now. I keep this dry erase board on the refrigerator. And anytime like my husband or I notice that we're out of something, we'll like add it to the list, and then yeah, when I make my list, I'll just add more things and then take a picture of it on my phone, and then we'll go shopping. I have noticed if I put my grocery list on a piece of paper, I will forget it at home. So the question that no one is asking, but I'm going to tell you anyway, how have I been feeling? So like I said, first trimester is over now. We're in the second trimester, and honestly, first trimester was very good. The first month I dealt with some headaches, which I did with Callan as well, and I've just been really tired. But I have not been sick. I haven't felt gross at all. I haven't thrown up once, so thank you, Jesus. Everything about this pregnancy has been different, like in a good way. There were times I even doubted I was even pregnant, because like with Callan, like I was kind of reminded daily that I was pregnant just by how I felt. It has not been that way this time. So as far as food cravings, I haven't had any like monstrous food cravings where like you cannot stop thinking about that food and you have to have it now, other than Mexican food. I have always loved Mexican food, and I'm not talking gross Mexican food like Taco Bell. I'm sorry to all of the Taco Bell fans out there that I just offended. I'm talking about real Mexican food, like authentic Mexican restaurant Mexican food. Does that make sense? Anyway, so about 15 minutes from where I live, there is this amazing, authentic, hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant. And when I tell you that there have been so many times where I have texted my husband and been like, oh my goodness, can we please get Mexican for supper? He usually gives in because he's the sweetest man on this planet Earth. But that has been the only thing, and I crave Mexican food a lot. But other than that, not really. Another question that people have been asking me a lot is, are we hoping for a boy or a girl? Daryl and I both have this strong sense that it's a girl. And with Callan, we had this strong sense that it was a boy, to the extent that when we found out it was a boy, we weren't even shocked. We were just like, oh, okay, yeah. And what was interesting about that is we had a boy name that we really wanted to use when we were pregnant with Callan. And now I have a girl name I really want to use. It's a girl name that I have had picked out since I was 14, and my husband is actually finally on board with it. When we first got married, he was like, no. But now he's like on board with it. So now we have a girl name picked out, and so like I kind of want a girl so I can use this girl name. But to be honest, as much as I selfishly want a girl so I can dress her in all the pretty clothes and use the pretty girl name that I have picked out, I would be really okay if it was a boy. Just because I think Callan would have so much fun with a little brother. And I know he would have fun with a little sister too. But I think it'd be really fun to have a little brother for Callan. So for Callan's sake, I think Daryl and I are both kind of rooting for a boy. I told Daryl, I'm like, at this point, like, we're so used to like thinking that it's a girl that if it's a boy, we are going to die laughing. We are going to absolutely collapse in laughter, because we're just expecting a girl so much. So I am so anxious to find out what we're having. We are finding out. My husband is not interested in waiting. He definitely, like, I think it's special when like you wait and you get surprised, and we might do that at some point in our lives, but Daryl really wants to know if this is a boy or a girl. So one more thing I did want to mention real quick is that I still get like messages and DMs from people curious if I'm going to be sharing my postpartum journey. And I know I had said I was going to share that video, and then I never really got around to it. That was mostly because I was just like kind of struggling to find the right way to share it. It was a really hard time in my life, and trying to find the right way to share it so that I can still be an encouragement. But I also know that other women have struggled with postpartum, and postpartum can be a really like hard time in a woman's life, and so I definitely want to share my story and be an encouragement to people if I can do it in the right way. So if you are interested in that video, I can make that video, just like maybe a sit-down video, just chatting with you about it real quick. But yeah, I guess if you're interested in that video, you can let me know. You can send me a DM on Instagram. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know where I'm at on it. I didn't forget about the video. I don't know, I guess I've just been praying about it and trying to find the right words and the right time to share it in the right way. Does that make sense? Okay. Anyways, I have got to make this list. We have to leave. I need to get Callan up from his nap. I will catch up with you later. Okay, I'm home, and surprise, surprise, I didn't film at all. But this isn't an apology because I feel like all of the errands that I had to run today, I got them done very efficiently. So I think I'm going to end the video for today. I am so tired. That has been one of the things with this pregnancy so far, is in the afternoons I just feel so exhausted. And usually when Callan goes down for his nap, I do the same. But not today. I need to get supper going. And we're having chicken tacos for supper. I'm really excited. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video right here, but thank you for hanging out with me today. And I wanted to say real quick thank you to everyone who is subscribed to my channel and watches my videos and likes my videos and comments on my videos and shares my videos. I don't know, my husband and I really appreciate your support. And yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you for being here, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.